Even though we're months into the pandemic, really, did you think we'd be this far?
No.
Mac and Cheese did not think that. There is still so much uncertainty and misinformation out there. That's why we always bring in our medical expert, Dr. Kohli. She joins us live to answer your COVID-19 questions and gives us just the facts. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. All right, before we get to your viewer questions, we would love for you to explain the recent news about scientists discovering an antibody that neutralizes the virus that causes COVID-19. So for anyone that's not a Harvard grad and MIT like you, I bow down. What does neutralize mean? Is that like a cure?
So neutralize, Tori, means that it actually prevents the virus from getting into the host cells. So have you guys watched that movie, The Incredibles?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's so cute.
Yes. So if the regular antibodies are like the regular heroes, the neutralizing antibodies are like Mr. Incredible. They can neutralize the threat immediately, prevent the virus from getting into the host cells. And it's actually really cool because it's something that we could give patients who've been exposed to the virus to make their illness less severe. So I wouldn't think of it as a cure, so much so as a treatment that's really going to help us recover from the virus more quickly, even if we are exposed.
She's a doctor of pop culture, too.
I love it. All right, let's get to some viewer questions. Jeanette says, my child has severe food allergies. Tell me about it. So should I be concerned about what food proteins might be in a COVID-19 vaccine? That's a great question.
Yeah, it is. And the food allergies are so common. So luckily, the way that the COVID-19 vaccine is being engineered, so far it's not being grown in any egg cells like the flu vaccine, for example. And so food allergies are less of a concern. But depending on which vaccine ends up winning out and how it gets manufactured, this is something we may have to think about once we're at that point. So certainly, Jeanette, keep an eye on how it's being created and when it hits the market.
Wow, which one is going to win out?
Natalie, I like that name, Jeanette.
Jeanette. My friend was Jenny as a Jeanette, and I thought, neat. Doc, Natalie asks, should you wear a mask when going through a drive-through or curbside pickup, or is it okay because you're in your car? I always wear a mask.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So, ever since this pandemic started, you guys, all I've been doing is picturing droplets coming at me in slow motion, like in the movies. Wherever I go, and
like the
whoever
Matrix.
I see. So when I'm going, yeah, exactly. You got to dodge it, just right. But so whenever I'm going to the drive-thru, I'm sitting in my car and someone is sitting in a position above me and I'm sitting in a dependent position and their droplets are falling right on my face. So personally, I definitely put on the mask when I open the window. I even put on my sunglasses so that if anything falls, I can dodge it like the Matrix.
Oh, that gives me an excuse to wear sunglasses inside.
You love wearing them, and you look good in them, Al. You wear them well.
All right, last question. Doc James says, I read that Dr. Fauci recommends vitamin C and D for a healthy immune system. Is it better to get those vitamins through food, supplements, or both? I thought vitamin D came from sunshine.
It does come from sunshine, but it also comes from dietary sources, Al, like milk and yogurt and cheese. So I always say, essentially, food is the best medicine. If you can get your vitamins and supplements from food, that's really the best thing to do. But often our diet's not well balanced. If you're like me and you're running around all day, not drinking enough milk, then you can have deficiencies. So I usually tend to encourage supplements for those people who might be at certain higher risk. And personally, I've been taking a vitamin C and vitamin D ever since this pandemic started.
Wow. All right. That's what I'm going to be doing then.
Good to know. Yeah, I do whatever she does.
I go where she goes.
Thank you, Doc. We'll be back. You'll be back tomorrow. If you do have a question about coronavirus you want answered by Dr. Kohli, just write us. It's very simple. Don't be scared on social media. You can also email info@dailyblastlive.com.